Tuesday. Yeah, it really is Tuesday because we had a Monday holiday. I know that screws everybody up. I can't handle that glare. Let me make sure I'm actually showing live. Yes. Um, so it's been a good day. Um, Yesterday was a good day. I did not come live yesterday. I kind of just spent the day taking care of me. Um, I did go out and try to do some deliveries, and it was just holidays are just hit or miss, and it was just not that day. So I came home and rested and relaxed and got some stuff done, and yeah. And today has been good. It came up. Had a mastermind call with my group of ladies that we've been together almost 2 years, like at least a year and a half. I don't remember exactly, but and then I um, recorded a podcast episode. I recorded as a guest on a podcast episode today that will air on June 6th. So keep an eye out because it was deep and powerful, and I just fell in love with her. And she's going to be on my podcast um, in June, and I'm excited. We definitely had an instant connection, so it's really cool. But between those conversations and then also working on the questions for my feature in the Female CEO magazine, um, it I see that there needs to be more clarity. That this upcoming workshop on Sunday, June 1st, um, it's called The Beautiful Fucking Mess, and all of my workshops right now, I'm doing them monthly, but then each one will have a subtitle, and this one is You Couldn't Save Your Child and Why You Must Save Yourself. And the clarity is around what parents this is for, and um, it's not just for parents who have lost a child to death. Yes, that's my experience, but I also have lived the experiences of 20 years of kids that were addicts off and on, and kids with mental health issues. And you grieve so much, even if you never lose a child to death, you still grieve all kinds of things. You grieve what your dreams and expectations were for that child, what the potential was, what they wanted to grow up to be, and you can even grieve who you expected to be as a parent, and even old versions of yourself that sometimes you need to go through that process of grief. And if we don't process through uh, all those different kinds and types of grief, then we can get stuck in it. And that's the whole point of you. You can't save your kid from the addiction. You can't save your kid from the mental health issues. You can support them. You can love them. You can, you know, do all the things, and most of us have tried all the things, but we also tend to try to save them and try to be the rescue and the safety net, and we can't meddle in their life and in their journey and their path. because it is theirs to walk and their choices, and we all have free will, and we can't make anybody do anything, and we can't change the outcomes of anyone else's life. We can't change the outcomes of ours. We can create our own suffering because of our choices, but our final outcomes will be similar because of the choices that we make. We can jump timelines, or there. I fully believe that there are alternate realities, and those are different timelines. And because of the choices that we make, we end up in whatever one. Um, but our outcomes in the big scheme of things will be the same because we have those soul contracts, and we have that soul purpose that we came here and the lessons we chose to learn. So we can't save our kids from what they came here to become and what lessons they came here to learn, but we can put the focus on ourselves, and we can be the best version of ourselves so that we can support them in the best way possible and not be an interference. So I just wanted to come on. Obviously, I'm doing daily lives. I missed 2 days, sorry, but by choice. Um, I wanted to make that distinction about that there are all sorts of types of loss that you can't save your kid in a lot of different circumstances. When your kids are a baby, you can't wrap them in bubble wrap and expect them to develop because they have to learn to walk, and they have to fall, they have to get up, and all the things. And as they get bigger and the falls seem more dangerous and more risky, we want to wrap them in that bubble wrap, or we want to be that safety net, and that's not our job. So this workshop is for all of that, because we go through all those different types of grief. We go through all those circumstances, with addiction, and it's scary to watch your child in active addiction, or have your child be estranged from you and you don't know where they are or what they're doing, or knowing that they're out in the streets and you have no control, but you do have options, and you do have ways that you can support them from your own lane without being in their business and trying to affect different outcomes. You can do it at an energetic level, you can do it at a soul level, in your own power, so that you are strong enough to be that support for them and continue to love them. So when or if they are ready to seek guidance, you're available. Because if you're constantly in their business and trying to save them and rescue them, you're expending all of your energy on them and not taking care of you. And you'll burn out really fast. And I've tried it. It doesn't work. And like I said, it doesn't change it. There was nothing I could do to keep from losing my voice. I tried it. Everything in my power. And that wasn't the outcome that they chose. And I don't have control over that. The only person and only soul that we have control over is our own. And so I wanted to make that clarity and just remind you I'm excited to give this workshop because it is needed. I mean, there are so many of us that are suffering, and so many of us that are still in a dark place, or, you know, not being able to function, or, ashamed of what's going on within their family. And those are things that keep you stuck in those low vibrations, and you can't heal, and you can't grow, and you can't expand into the best you. And you need to be the best version of you to be able to help anybody else. So that's my little clarity on that. And please check out the event. It's going to be live streamed. It's not going to be a group. So you can watch it live. You can watch it on replay. I won't be doing audience engagement with this one at all, just because it is really deep and really raw, and I want it. I want it to be a safe space that people can not feel like they're in the whole public eye, live on Facebook and YouTube and LinkedIn. But it's that important that I want it live streamed. And then the offer, the 30-day intensive, is also going to be private and sacred, safe space, just you and I, one-on-one, for 30 days. And not everybody is able to be raw and real and go that deep in a group. And this topic is that raw and that deep. So the 30-day intensives give you the time to explore and do that with somebody who's been there and experienced it, and be able to feel it all and be held and be seen and have that support that I can be, because that's the only thing I didn't have through all of this, was somebody who had experienced it, and now I can be that for other people. So have a great rest of your night. Yeah, because I'm kind of early tonight. It's not midnight. And I will see you again tomorrow, and hopefully you will be able to come watch the workshop live or on replay. Either one. It'll be on YouTube and LinkedIn forever. It'll be on Facebook for 30 days. And the one-on-one intensive, there will only be 5 spots available, and that will close on June 6th, I believe. And we'll have another one in July. So, have a great night.